Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, Being honest, my head is already hurting. Um, Trying to keep up with some stuff that's happening right now. I always get to this point where I try to reiterate this a lot. That projects don't know exactly what's going on. So every time we get to ready to have like some bullish type news, you see all the telegrams and Discord scrambling and trying to hint at like maybe they got a new announcement coming up. Once again, this is I know it sounds scammy, but it's what they all do. It's about I mean, it's all about crypto's about marketing and making money. The retail investors, the projects make money, everyone wants to make. So when people think the market's about to turn bullish, they start doing the same thing of, trying to have new news or the projects that are not out yet, trying to talk like they're going to launch soon or whatever because they think the market's about to be green. So I've been trying to keep all that stuff. New developments on projects. And I mean, like the thumbnail says, the most important thing today is is Jerome speaking today. And it's been a lot. It's been a lot to deal with in just one morning. Um, yeah, stuff I got to keep up with. So I'm gonna try to be quick today because I got to get to these project updates on some of the projects we have, projects that haven't come out yet, and plus getting ready to watch this movie. Usually it's boring and nobody gives a crap, to be honest, but this is going to be one of the most important ones and one of the ones that I've been looking forward to. So, um, yeah, I'm be honest, I'm constantly trying to keep up with news as this stream goes along. So, yeah. Anyway, so as you can see, Bitcoin started going up because okay, people are pricing in um, Jerome being dovish today and think he's going to say something like pause the rates and that he's going to hint at some kind of you know he's going to sort of hint at the interest rate cuts coming. I already told you what I think. We're gonna see what happens. So Bitcoin is was going up a little bit, but now it's coming back down. It's gonna be volatile. See how zigzag now. So we'll see how this plays out. Grayscale's Bitcoin mini trust starts trading today. Today starts the mini trust. Remember, they got their mini trust. So the Bitcoin mini trust starts to trading today, and I guess they're gonna try to offset some of those outflows out of the bigger Bitcoin trust. It said that they already moved 10% of the Bitcoin AUM from the trust into the mini trust. That's what people's tracking on. But yeah, it's going to be better soon. So this news, yeah, I am going fast today. So get your comments, questions, and concerns. And like I said, I do want to keep it with FOMC stuff and some other stuff I can check on. So not that I'm going fast on purpose, but I kind of am. I'm kind of sort of. Um, But yeah, so the U.S. spot Ethereum ETF saw a positive inflow yesterday of $34 million in net inflows. Because it was dumping millions of it at a time. Um, so a lot. There's actually, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna cover it all, but there's a lot of more bullish news around Ethereum. A lot of more trade fi guys talking about it. News coverage about it. People starting to understand it. I'm not saying that's why the inflow is positive, but it could be. But I don't really want to cover all that stuff today, but people starting to understand what Ethereum is. And there's actually people, I know it seems crazy to y'all, but there's actually some people that's more bullish on Ethereum than Bitcoin. Also, remember, for some of these TradeFi guys that don't fully understand crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of that, all they see is it's got a smaller market cap, to be honest. And as you know, smaller cap stocks has been a big thing lately. So they see that this Ethereum crypto has a smaller market cap than this Bitcoin one. Maybe some of them understand it, so it's bringing more interest to it. But don't get mistaken to think that the Ethereum outflows are going to quit because that's not going to happen at all. Grayscale is probably still going to be done later on. Um, so it's a patience game. We're in this for the wait and patience game. So uh, I'm not expecting, you know, I don't want to say I'm not expecting, but I don't really care what stuff does in the short term. But anyway, they actually had positive inflows about $34 million in the. I'm trying to scroll through the Bitcoin was actually didn't it? I keep treating it like a stepchild. See, even I'm doing it. Um, I usually pull up better articles than this. Hold on. Just put it this way: the Ethereum one did do better. There's so much real. I'm trying to scan it with my eyes. Yeah, it was 18 million outflows on Bitcoin, but it's all good. I mean, they had a whole bunch of days of inflow. Anyway, we got that reporting out the way, moving right along. So another thing that the market is looking at, I don't want to say pricing in, but another thing looking at is Mt. Gox has been moving. Bitcoin again, about 34,000 Bitcoin worth about $2.5 billion, but it looks like it's going to Big Go. It says Big Go is the fifth and final custodian working with Mt. Gox trustee to return fund to creditors. After these transfers, Mt. Gox holds 46,000 Bitcoin, which is approximately $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. And I'm just thinking, maybe if they do sell these, maybe they'll be selling them to the pump in the market. I know this is literally the end of July, as in this is the last day of July. And we were talking about pumps going into the end of July, going into August, and I still believe that. My only thing that I'm looking at is maybe the end of August. And I still haven't fully sat down because I brought it to you to the channel talking about the JV Diamond statements or whatever. But I do see some stuff in August that could potentially be bullish, and maybe I don't know, maybe the whole month of August is bullish, but I can't really make a statement on that right now. But I do feel like we're going to get a run here in August, and we'll see how everything plays out. But like I said, I just talk about the stuff to try to give you guys an idea. So you know, like in May, you're not too bearish and thinking the market is ending and selling your positions and stuff like that. So that's why I talk about this stuff. Not really, as I do, but bullish stuff. Breaking: Goldman Sachs CEO says Bitcoin has a legitimate case as a store of value. Let's see. We already know this stuff. So, some people are just seeing this stuff for the first time. Now, I got two things I'm going to talk about that I just caught up with, like literally right before the stream. So I'm going to read this one too. Senator Loomis' draft bill allows U.S. states to hold Bitcoin. The bill is called the Boosting Innovation Technology Competitiveness through Optimized Investment Nationwide Act of 2024. We got to cut these bill names down, man. Or shorthand, it's called the Bitcoin Act of 2024. According to a draft version, states involuntary participant in storing Bitcoin tokens in the reserve, according to the draft version of the bill. Senator bill lays out a pathway for the U.S. to hold Bitcoin and give states the option to do so as well, according to the draft copy obtained by the bloc. The bill is called the Boosting Innovation Technology and Competitiveness through Optimized Investment Nationwide Act of 2024, or shorthand, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin as a decentralized and scarce digital asset offers unique properties that complement existing national reserves, strengthening the position of the U.S. Dollar in the global financial system. According to the copy of the draft version of the bill creates a Bitcoin purchase program that will buy no more than 200,000 Bitcoin a year over a 5-year period, amounting to 1 million Bitcoin. Loomis also calls the U.S. Treasury Department to publish quarterly reports and make those public on its website. States can also voluntarily participate in storing Bitcoin holdings as a part of the reserve and have to adhere to certain requirements, including security protocols. The Wyoming Republican, who has been a supporter of Bitcoin for years, told the bloc on July 27th that she would introduce the bill. Though she said the bill won't be signed into law this year, of course, we know that. It will be considered following elections in November. See, this is more signs I'm telling you. They're showing y'all how the election is going to go. Um, take the information or leave it. Crypto has steadily become a rising topic ahead of those elections. GOP presidential candidate Donald Trump has pledged to end an un-American crackdown on the U.S. crypto industry, while Vice President Kamala Harris' presidential campaign team has begun reaching out to ask questions about cryptocurrency industry. so on, so on. There's some other stuff in here. Yeah, I'll just read the rest. The U.S. already has reserves and assets such as gold and petroleum, Loomis said in a statement on July 27th, establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve to bolster the dollar with a digital hard asset will secure our nation's standing as the global financial leader for decades to come. Loomis said the draft bill includes language around adjustments made to gold certificates. I've seen people make speculations on that I don't say on the channel because they're all just speculations, but yeah, within months of the date of enactment of this section, Federal Reserve banks shall tender all outstanding gold certificates in their custody to the Secretary. The draft bill read, within 90 days of the last such certificate, the Secretary shall issue new gold certificates to the Federal Reserve banks that reflect the fair value price of gold held against such certificates by the Treasury as to date specified by the Secretary of each certificate. So, yeah, that's that. Um, it is interesting. I'm gonna see if we'll see if this goes through or not. Like I said, it won't be after the election. I already said how I think this election will go. Wait a minute. Do I try to make yeah. So a lot of people have been talking about this one. I've been saying for the longest, like once again, tell me if I'm lying. I think I've been saying this since the day I started my channel. But I think driver's license will be NFT soon or be on the blockchain definitely. But it says Avalanche just announced California DMV is launching its own chain on Avalanche and has already digitized 42 million cards on its own chain. It's a pretty huge deal. These are the type of real world use cases that crypto needs to have easily to easily onboard millions of people. I, like many others, despise going to the DMV. It's slow and unnecessarily complicated. It needs to be modernized. These digital titles will soon be claimable by vehicle owners through DMV's secure mobile wallet app in minutes using a verifiable credential. I've been saying this, so yeah, I predict a lot on this channel. Man. It's crazy. People still be questioning me. I saw somebody I want to talk about it. Somebody came to my channel and commented about some a certain token. It was like, aha, like your video is wrong. I'm like, are you serious? Up like 16%. Wow. It just fascinates me how many people I think a lot of people come from stocks and they're new to crypto and they just get fascinated by this stuff. They're used to waiting for stuff on stock. Like I say all the time, even for y'all that follow me, watch the channel on Patreon, I'm like 40% pumped on Facebook, man. It's just not in crypto. It's not, it's not what I'm looking for, but I understand. I mean, I guess pump is pump, but 16 to gloat about a 16% increase is that's wild. But I'm not trying to laugh at anybody, but I guess y'all see as time goes on. Um, anyway, I'll talk about a lot of stuff on the channel before stuff happens. But, anyways, the main topic of the day. Do I want to talk about this now? Now let me cover these other ones. I really don't want. Okay, I saw the one about the DraftKings killed the NFT business or whatever because um, it'll come around. We still, like I said, I mean, yeah, we got this whole thing with the DMV or whatever. And I do believe the driver license is going to be NFTs soon. NFTs soon, but yeah, we got a ways. We're still in the beginning. The SEC still just coming off their crap with talking about they not suing people and saying stuff is not securities. Um, so we'll see. It's gonna come back around. Everybody gonna have NFTs soon. So one thing I do want to talk about. Wait, which order I want to talk about? Let me just. I mean, it's not. I'm not. It's nothing to really talk about. I'll just everybody's waiting on to see if they're gonna what they're gonna say as far as interest rate cuts today. I mean, it's a big thing, but I mean, that's what there's to talk about. See what Jerome Powell does. People feel like. I mean, I feel like he's lying with a lot of these numbers, as I said before in the past. I feel like he's lying about a lot of these numbers to control the market, and make it do what they wanted to do. Try to act like the economy is better than it is, but we know this the economy is not good right now. And to be honest, the longer they wait on this, I feel like the worse it's going to get. And I feel like they're trying to line it up, even though they say they don't line it up with the elections. Like Trump was like They were saying like Trump was telling Jerome Powell not to cut the race until after the election or whatever. And they claim that they don't consider politics when it comes to this, which maybe they don't. But it does not matter. In some kind of way, they have a map out. They have it mapped out when they want to cut rates. And I still think they've taken too long. I don't care what nobody says. He was like, well, Zoe, but inflation and blah 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 blah. Well, I really don't. This is my point. It has nothing to do with the numbers that they put out. Um, yeah, nothing to do with unemployment readings and any of that stuff. I just feel like it's just. I feel like it should have been done, but whatever. We're gonna see what they say today. So, and then, but let me get back to some other stuff. I was gonna talk about that last, but I just want to get it out the way because anyway. This is dope. Speaking of NFTs and all that kind of stuff, it says Blackbird Lab launches a Web3 platform for restaurant payments. Blackbird Pays built on the company's new blockchain, Blackbird Flynet. Blackbird Labs, a hospitality tech startup founded by Ressi and Eater co-founder Ben um, Leventhal, has launched a Web3 payments platform for restaurants called Blackbird Pay, according to the 30th announcement. Built on Blackbird's new blockchain network, Blackbird Flynet. Y'all see how everybody got their own like blockchain? It's coming, y'all. It's coming. The platform gives restaurants a way to address the ever-growing problem of shrinking margins and eroding cash reserves by providing them with very their very own end-to-end payments and check settlement network for the first time, according to the statement. Blackbird Pay is designed to cut settlement times and reduce transaction costs for restaurants to an average of approximately 2% per transaction. It also allows diners to pay and fly, which is Blackbird's native token, which is issued as a reward on the platform, according to the statement. Currently, transaction fees for the restaurants run as high as 4%. Um, in the last decade, restaurant technology has made virtually no progress with payments, which tend to be expensive, cumbersome, and technologically opaque for most restaurants, Leventhal said. Um, I'm trying to just read this. Blackbird Pay enables diners. That's a typo on there. So, Blackbird Pay enables members of restaurants to pay directly from Blackbird app using their credit or debit cards, flat tokens, or USD coin, USDC. The app also allows also assigns a unique guest value or score to each user, which member restaurants can use as a basis custom points, benefits, and perks program. So you get all that stuff, perks program and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so this is really dope. I've been saying this even about the tangible. Like soon we're going to be able to pay spend our USDC. So a lot of y'all be asking me like, like what you gonna do when you take profit? I told you just a certain amount in cash and all that stuff, assets, real estate, and all that kind of stuff, and like that. But most of them probably holding USDC. This is coming. I know y'all here. We here to DJ and a whole bunch of money and try to become millionaires, but the crypto is part of the future. Beyond just coins and projects we invest in. One thing I will say, I think this is it is a big problem because I have two friends, one main friend that manages restaurants. I was complaining to him, saying how I don't, even though I grew up in the states and stuff like that, and it's part of our culture to like tip and all that kind of stuff in restaurants. I was like, I feel like it's stupid because I feel like we're the one paying the workers when the restaurants paying the waiters like a couple of dollars an hour, and they have to depend on tips and all this kind of stuff, whatever. And which I think she kind of agreed with, or whatever, but it's just so much part of the culture. But she was explaining like all the money they lose on like credit card and debit card transactions like every month, and it was a crazy amount of money. She like manages a couple of restaurants or whatever. And it was thousands and thousands of dollars. Like so, this would be good for restaurants, to be able to to do their settlements with crypto and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, we everybody's gonna have a token soon. All the restaurants is gonna be, I hate them McDonald's token and I don't know Coke token and Whole Foods token and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, last thing I want to talk about. I just saw this right before the stream. I don't know how much y'all want to read into this. Let me just read to give you. Let me just sum it up. And I'm not trying to be dogmatic, negative, or FUD, but it is what it is. So it's this project called ZKX Protocol. Let me just hit the. I won't ramble about this. I'm gonna hit the key points. Project called ZKX Protocol. They raised some money. They launched or whatever, and I guess they had some problems at first. Or whatever. Excuse me, let me pull this up. They had some problems at first, and just put it this way. Using the term loosely and everything is pretty much a scene of the pool, is what I'm trying to say. Um, this project did have some decent backers too. They raised money, but it hasn't been looking pretty. A lot of people saying the tokens were vested up to 2 years or whatever, so they can't even sell their tokens. You know what I mean? They don't even have their tokens to sell. So it's all to say. I talked about a project. I've been talking about this other project for months now. I kind of talked to them about it, and I talked in the group a lot. But like I keep saying, a lot of these AI projects, people are like, well, this one's got to be, it's got to be legit because they had a, you know, that project didn't even have backers. I was like, did it? I don't remember, but it was like it had a pre-sale, private sale, whatever. So it's got to be legit. You got a lot of scam projects doing it this cycle. So a project having a pre-sale or a private sale, that doesn't mean anything. And to be honest, this is why I keep saying, yeah, I'm gonna say it, because some of y'all, two of y'all came to me and asked me about this, and I'm trying to be like neutral. But y'all came to me and said somebody said something on the channel, and when I first started my channel, like I tell you all the time, I didn't do this to grow this channel. I just created the channel to talk to y'all every day, like picking up the telephone. I always say that. I was not trying to grow a crypto channel. I was not trying to make money. None of that stuff. So when I first started the channel, I was like, man, I really want to do this. So then I took off and I started like recommending other channels. I was like, hey, I know y'all started watching, but watch these other people, whatever. It's not looking good, man. uh, yeah, I know I'm a small channel, but I'm really seeing some of the people that I thought were, I guess decent or had alpha. A lot of people don't study. A lot of people they may be connected, they don't study themselves, and so maybe give you a couple of good projects. Because I mean, some of them are. They connect right at the phone line, the text. They get the text message. They in the cabal groups, or whatever, whatever. This is why I said my channel, and I stand by it. I keep saying it in crypto because it's so uncertain, it's so volatile. I keep saying now at this point, I have multiple portfolios, so but for when I'm trying to lead people in my group and trying to lead y'all in building y'all portfolios when you may not have like thousands of dollars coming in at a time and from different sources of income. You may just be working your one job. And so it's gotta be a solid portfolio. I keep saying, I say, I try not to put 5%, more than 5% in any token. If I really like it, maybe 6 to 7% in a given portfolio, right? Um, and sorry. So yeah, people like, if you're bullish on the project, you should have more of your portfolio in that project. I've been seeing a lot of these videos talking about 5 and 10 projects. You can do it the crap you want to do. But when you talk about holding 5 projects over crypto, I think that's dumb advice. And I stand by that. It's stupid because anything can happen to any of these projects. This project had backers, they had a pre-sale, private sale, they had some influencers talking about, they had all that stuff, and it still went down. I don't want to call it a rug pull. Let's just say it went down, is what I'm saying. So a lot of these people, and this is another thing I'm learning as I watch it closely, because the other cycles is first cycle, you hear about crypto, you hear about this thing called Bitcoin. I wish somebody would just lie and just like I came in my first cycle and I knew everything. First cycle, you kind of learn it. Second cycle, you taking more risk and you kind of like figuring out the market. Okay, this works like this. Third cycle, you're looking at stuff deeper. Now that I have a channel, a Patreon, all that kind of stuff, I'm watching everybody even on a deeper level. And what I notice is what everybody says. Most people are what they hear from the people who say it. No thought process of their own. And this is for even some of the people that I feel like I respect. I'm not once again I'm not trying to gloat, but I'm not talking about ES. I'm talking about some of these bigger people. But they just repeat what they say, and they really have no bearing on, like they have no mindset of their own. And so I think that's very dangerous to tell people to hold 5 projects. And first, I once again, I try to like like let stuff go. Oh, they just they make you click and views and whatever. But no, they be meaning this stuff. I would tell you on this. Um, one thing I can say about I'm not even gonna say that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Um, but anyway, I'm saying I'm bringing this to your attention because like people like if you bullish on the project and you know it's gonna do blah blah blah, and they be like bullish on it, you know it's gonna do well, and it's a higher cap. That means if it's a higher cap, it's low risk, and if it's been performing well, blah 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 blah. You know, granted, like in the beginning, that's why I even took my portfolio down. Like I think I had about because I dumped this, maybe my portfolio was about 10 to 15% Solana. Oh, this is getting a little difficult to talk about. Hold on, let me go back a minute. Sorry. So when I'm talking about allocation, let me make this simple for y'all. Say if you got a portfolio, it's $100,000 portfolio, and so 5% of each token. I mean, 5% will be. It means you put $5,000 in each play that you're going to hold. So when a play comes along, you know that I have $5,000 to allocate to this particular play. Now, if it grows into more percentage of your portfolio because maybe it starts running faster than others and becomes 10 to 15% of your portfolio, that's something different. Hopefully that makes sense, right? But so at a point, I think Solana was like maybe 15% of mine, right? But that's because it started growing really fast or whatever. But anyway, so people are like, yeah, if you're bullish on this project, it's a higher market cap, you know it's going to run, it's low risk, all those types of terms are like, yeah, you should make it 20% of your portfolio. Once again, you can do whatever you want to do. I do not do that. You don't have to take my advice, cross-reference my advice with somebody else's advice. And all these people just repeating it, and it's like this mind share thing, and they make themselves think it's a stronger statement because we're all saying it. No, I've not seen it play out that way. That's smart advice. I tell people maybe you don't want to do the 20 projects and do the 5%. I say at minimum 12 to 15 you should have 12 to 15 projects. If you're dependent on 5 projects and if something happens to one of those, and let me use this as an example because I don't give a crap. I go toe to toe with anybody, any single person on YouTube, Twitter that wants to have a debate about this. I could do it. We can do it all day. Like y'all, I'm a bigger channel. I'm connected to this person. Y'all dummy. Y'all dummies. You don't know what you're talking about because what happened to the people that held what happened to the people that held Terra Luna was 20% of your portfolio? What you gonna tell those people right now? You just lost 20% of your portfolio because it seems legit. Everybody's bullish on Terra. It's a low risk project. It's a higher market cap project. Anything can happen to any project, including Solana. Much as I talk bullish about Solana and I go on about Solana being the Apple of crypto and this, that, and the other. If I have a certain allocation that I see as 20%, I gave you all the example. If you cut $100,000 up into 20 pieces, that means $5,000 for each portfolio, whatever you want to do. Um, if that's what I'm going to do, I've just seen too much in this industry. This is another point to bring across. So I'm sorry, I wouldn't listen to anybody that's telling you to have 5 picks in your portfolio. I don't, should I go there? Should I go there? I'm trying to think. I'm telling you, that's not good advice. Is all I'm gonna say. It's not good advice because anything can happen in any project. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. So this, and I said this before too. When these people are telling you this stuff, they are trying to get you to pump up the bags of what they see as low risk plays. Let me say this, Chloe. They're low risk plays. They probably are on a lot of exchanges and reachable. So what these people do is they put a lot of money into these plays and they want you to pump them up. And the market is going to do it because say if they're on Coinbase, they're easily reachable. So they want to pump their portfolio up, 50% with a lot of money because it's a low risk play. Yes, that's true. So let's just put it this way. Let's say I'm trying to make this make sense. So let's say their portfolio is $200,000, right? The portfolio is $200,000. They're going to take about 50,000 of that and put it into low risk plays, start shilling them on their channel, let those pump 50%, maybe even 100% or whatever. Now that 50,000 is another $100,000. What you guys are not considering is they are already in other place that they know they're really going to make their money on, which is the pre-sales, the private sales, and tokens that they've been given because they're influencers or whatever. um, they're going to take that money and put it back into those plays. So don't listen to this BS they be trying to preach to y'all, talking about five plays and the low risk and all this crap. They play a game on y'all, and I'm getting passionate out because it's pissing me off. Because I keep saying my channel, when people are like, oh, somebody try to say on my channel, like, oh, he only talks about DGen picks. I'm trying to talk about picks that can help people with a little bit of money make a lot of money, right? And sometimes, most of the times, those are going to be DGen plays. And then people try to act like, oh, I'm a solid investor and I'm a smart investor. So on this channel, we talk about only big caps or whatever, and they feed this crap to y'all like you need not to take risk in the market. Some of y'all are taking too much risk. Shut up. Shut up. You lying. You trying to act like you helping people with bullshit. Stop it. I'm so sick of these channels trying to act like they helping people. Like y'all know y'all straight BSing people. You know what you're doing. You know the game you're playing. You try to manipulate the game like I'm trying to help you, and I don't want you to lose money because some of you guys are trying to go find DGen picks and you're taking too much risk. You're taking too much risk. It doesn't take all of that. Shut up. Shut up with that. Play the mind game somewhere else. Because y'all, I can't even watch some of these people anymore because I watch different people's channels because I try to see what the sentiment of the market is and try to see what people are doing. And it's getting to the point was I'm not gonna say no names, but it's people that even I respected. I felt like I even said some of these people before, like, hey man, you can follow this person, blah 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 blah. I thought somebody said audio went out. Um, so I feel like this person knows whatever, and everybody's turning into a scammer now. Like everybody's turning into a scammer. Like, it's already really been there before, but it's just like it's more noticeable now because, like I said, because last time I was, you know, wasn't I wasn't taking as much risk because crypto was still new to me. But I was studying it, learning what the technology is, or whatever, whatever, and but not dumping market money in the market like I am doing now. But the more I watch people, I can read it between the lines. I can tell their little telltale signs of when they're lying, stuff like that. But I'm like, they really be trying to sound convincing. These people are not trying to help you. They in all the DGen picks. They just don't want you to start collecting them early. They either are buying the DGen picks right now, or they're in these DGen picks in the pre and private sales or whatever. And I would say this: I saw something that I usually recommend like EA to people and saying like because I have a couple of people that's in his group. Um, they like it and stuff. And what am I trying to say? They like it. And two of y'all came to me recently was saying like the difference y'all even see with him is like if he's in something, he'll say like I'm in this pick or whatever, and maybe he'll talk about some good stuff. But what these other guys are doing is they're not even giving you the good stuff because they're trying to use you to pump their bags. They're already in some of the stuff that they talk about, and even some of the ones I'm not in because I can't hold every pick. But what I'm saying is a lot of these people are in picks that they're not telling you about because they're just trying to get you to pump their low risk bags. And it's a game that I'm seeing everybody play now, and yeah, it really pisses me off when I see one thing about I'm rambling, but one thing about me, and this has always been since I was little, the quickest way to make me mad is to try to insult my intelligence. And so even when I see people insulting other people's intelligence, it makes me so mad. I'm like, I'm like, I know. When I say I know for a fact, 150%, I know for a fact some of the plays that some of these influencers are in, and they're not talking about them. And they're gonna hold these bags, or they're gonna collect these bags or wait till their tokens come out, and they want to just tell you about these plays over here low risk. Don't fall for the game. I'll keep telling y'all. I know some of y'all are into the market and seeing some altcoins bleeding and stuff like that. It's new to you because you just think it's up only or whatever. Trust and believe. Like especially if you're on my Patreon, like I try to make sure we are in some of the best picks that's going to run. It may not be running right now. Some of them are running now. Some of them are not. But I'm trying to get you there early because I'm telling you, just like the statement earlier with the California, I didn't know I was talk this much. But even with the DMV in California, I say, hey, I said this months ago, I feel like licenses are going to be NFT soon. I'll be saying stuff before it happens. And I think some of y'all have seen with some of the projects. I saw blah 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 talk about this project. Nobody was talking about it before, but I saw them mention this project that you talked about. All happened later on, like, oh, don't let these people BS you with this trash, man. Um, it's just really getting on my nerves seeing people turn greedy. But I guess that's the nature of man. I'm not trying to sound philosophical, but it's the nature of the human being. Dog eat dog, dog eat dog world. Individualism. People only care about themselves. All those cliches you hear about. Y'all see in the audience. This is still going on. Why they playing me like this thing? Like, I ain't know what I'm saying. See, every time I try to say something good, the audio want to start playing. But hopefully y'all hear what I'm saying. I see a couple of y'all. Oh, matter of fact, I just see EA in here. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. In line with talking about this stuff, I keep trying to tell y'all, like, I have no games to play with y'all. I have no hidden motives, ulterior motives. I'm just really trying to put y'all on game. So I don't even want y'all on the Bible, my hand on the Bible. Even the statements I just said about EA. I know he was in here. We did not orchestrate this. He did not say, I'm gonna drop in the stream today. So talk about me. Like I didn't know any of that. I'm just literally saying like y'all will find us. Y'all really find out. Yeah. I don't know why the audio is wonky. Y'all decently here when why is it doing that? When I wanna Oh, I see what's happening. Hold on. Hold on. Why today? Why? But could y'all? I mean, okay, the audio was. It's crazy. I was. Could y'all at least make out what I was saying? Because that's crazy. Oh man, I got to start looking at the comments earlier. Audio is not clear. Mm, mm, mm. Got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding. Oh, I got to start looking at the comments sooner. I just put so much. Were y'all able to even make out what I was saying? Every time I really start dropping the audio, or something happens. It's usually the audio. Let me know, let me know if I got to sum up what I said, because I guess I can keep. Well, key points. Let me see. Key points is um, you should at least have 12 to 15 plays in your portfolio. It is it's very bad information advice for people saying you should only have 5 picks in your portfolio. Because I said what people are doing is they're trying to put a lot of money into low risk plays, shield them to you on their channel, and because when it's a low risk play, you can put more money into it. That is, and so they're farming liquidity by pumping this stuff up. But they very much know about the great, whether you want to call it mid risk, low risk plays, degen plays, all that kind of stuff. And I was saying I know for a fact they are holding these tokens, or you. But because like I said, I'll say this: you can't always look at somebody's Twitter because they're following a project because they're invested into them. But if you talk enough to people through the grapevine, have some friends that are developers as well, and they're connected to the space. Some of them are only Solana. Some of them have moved from Solana to other chains. Some from Ethereum to Solana, or whatever like that. So when you have friends like this in the space, they have some of this information. You can use this information. And only reason I don't even say mention these people because they're not. I'm not stealing information. It's not like they have YouTube channels, Twitter. So I'm not like stealing alpha. This is alpha they share with me freely or whatever. But yeah, I hate to see the manipulative games that people try to play. That's very dangerous advice to tell somebody to have 5 picks. And I use the example. I'm almost done. But I use the example of this ZAKX project that kind of went down, as well as Terra Luna that went down last cycle. Imagine if you had 20, 30% of your portfolio in Terra Luna, thinking it's a low risk play and nothing can happen to this. It's a dangerous game to be playing. Um, so I say, I do 5% per pick. And mind you, I'm talking about with I have multiple portfolios. For you that has one portfolio and you may just be working your one job and may not have as much money coming in, I say 12 to 15 picks minimum. That's what I say. You don't have to take my advice either, but that's just how I see it happen. Sorry if I got loud. I got a little passionate and the audio was bad, so I can imagine how that sounded. Um, yeah. I've just seen people being taken advantage of in my life, and I don't like when people are doing it. It is not necessary in the crypto market to do that. There's so much money to be made here. It's easy to make money if you're being honest with yourself, especially if you have patience. So I see people playing games. It really gets on my nerves. Um, I wasn't even expecting to talk about this stuff today, but can't trust everybody. Y'all. You can't trust everybody. Anyway, comments, questions, and concerns. Bonjour, Mr. Zoe. All eyes on YouTube. Are you over in Paris? I keep forgive me if I be forgetting where some of y'all from sometimes. I don't know if you said it because of the Olympics. Maybe yeah, maybe it is over there. Uh, I heard the Olympics been a little crazy though. I don't know if y'all been hearing it. They was telling me like they breaking into athletes' rooms and stuff, stealing money and watches. Then they got this other thing where I guess they have the athletes sleeping on cardboard beds because they're trying to promote, they're uh, trying to make sure they don't have sex with other athletes or something. I'm like, for one, these people are grown. Like, why are you treating them like children? Like they gotta have chaperones or something. So a lot of the athletes are complaining about having cardboard beds or whatever. Like, would you want the athletes to have the best sleep that they could have? Like, I don't even understand that. Sometimes this world does stuff that makes no sense to me. You should want the athletes to have the best sleep that they can have so they perform their best. I don't even understand that. Anyway, I heard Paris been real ghetto, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me if y'all over there. But yeah. Y'all been saying it for me. I'm sorry. That was 40. Man, that was it. What was it? The beginning of the stream, the whole stream, the audio was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta do better. I gotta do better looking at the comments in between. Uh, I'm my bad. This is 999 said Grand Rising Zoe. What's your thoughts on cycle traders calling tops by November? People just trying to say something. I'm not really knocking them, but people just trying to say stuff to make content to get social media engagement, or there's YouTube or Twitter engagement. Mm, Cycle top in November. Wait, are you talking about November 2025? Maybe 2025, maybe not 2024. The election just popped off. They trying to run them. Let me say this. Like I said, this is not even as an actuary. Like I said the other day, when I went to school to be an actuary, I quickly found out that you either have the skills to be an actuary before you came to school to be one, or you just don't have it. So just think with what is the common knowledge you have? If you had no knowledge of financial markets and stuff like that, like think if the election happens and we get a new president, whether it's Democrat or Republican, so let's throw that out the window. Whether it's a Democrat, Republican, president, or whatever, they want to make the markets run to make themselves look good. So to say like in the month that we have the election, before the next president even gets in office, that the markets will be over doesn't make any sense. Or let's say it doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure there's a way that it could make some sense, but um, they need the market run. Sorry, y'all. Crypto Chick says audio is going in and out. I'm sorry about that. He said you're sorry. I'm sorry, saying all this. As he said, audio is not clear. Love said audio is kind of bad. Bad sound. Man, I'm sorry. I missed all of this. I think I summed it up. I think I summed it up. My bad. Sorry about that. Sorry. You ain't dumb. Your audio's doo doo. Oh, my bad. The battery was getting low. That's what was happening. I swear that battery was fine. Sometimes I don't check it because the microphone lasts so long that I don't usually check it. Oh man, listen, man. Sometimes stuff happens. My bad, yo. My bad. I'll try to check it more often. It's easier with the lighting and stuff. You can easily tell that the batteries are going out on that. But yeah, my bad. I'm sorry I had to deal with that. I don't even want to go back and listen to how bad it sounded. Oh man, man, man. What's going on here? Hold on just mm. Oh, I'll have to check that later. Sorry about the audio again. As I say, you were able to understand. It was just a little trashy. Let me tell you something. That's one thing I felt like in a producer. Like audio is way more important than having a red cam or RE cam or pan flex, whatever camera you like. Audio is way more important. So like the visual can be doo-doo. You could say like, oh, it's just the choice they made. But audio is very important. I'm sorry about that. I'm being honest. I hate listening to stuff with bad audio. So I'm gonna check that more often. My bad. Crypto chick said, "Yeah, you were talking about the mind games from other YouTube." Yeah, I mean, it's not the YouTube, is it? I think I'm more upset about it because of the people who's doing it. Because I like, to be honest, no Diddy, but you know, like, I'm like, y'all pretty cool, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you connected, you got some decent information, and then when I see people saying stuff like this, I'm like, come on, not you two, like, not you two playing the game, like, it's unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. Um, I don't know. I think my problem is I notice too much. There's a lot of books that talk about this and saying when you're in the know and just when you're outside of the matrix, you're more frustrated than other people who don't notice. That's why they say a lot of dumb people are the happiest people in the world because they just go on by their merry way. So somebody else, they'll just when they start shielding the projects, they'll be like, "Oh, this project just dropped," or "Oh my gosh, people just starting to take notice of it." No, they know about the projects. They know. They just don't want to give them to you because they're using you to farm liquidity, and then they're gonna keep packing those bags the whole time. Stuff as the market goes on. Yeah, it's crazy. Man. It's crazy. Crypto Rose said we got the gist of it. Probably a good thing that I have a habit of repeating myself. So, Paul said, would you still consider 15 play portfolio with someone with only 5K to play with? And it comes down to like, and I see people making claims with that too. Let me say this: we have this term that we say not financial advice. One thing I do know about a lot of people in crypto, even the people that connected, you are connected in crypto. You are connected and like picking out plays and knowing what plays are going to run, whether they're meme coins or whether it's a utility play. But most people, that's all they have. They are connect not they don't have the mindset to think financially. They are not financial minds. Like they have no background in finances. They don't know how to think about numbers and anything like that. Which is what an actuary does. Which is not doesn't mean I'm gonna know every play how it's gonna play out or whatever like that. But so what people say is when you have a small portfolio, your portfolio is not big enough to have a lot of picks. What sense does that make? You're not making sense because that means you're telling me because I have a 5K portfolio, I'm only supposed to put it in two plays and hope those run. Now I'm putting myself at more. So it's still the same thing. It's still based on percentages. Once again, if you have a portfolio, you should not be saying I'm gonna make the same amount of money as somebody with a $50,000 portfolio. You should manage your expectations. And the problem with most people in crypto is if you come in with 5K, Can you make $1 million? Yeah, you probably can, but don't be the dummy that's trying to stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't be talking about I'm shooting for $1 million. I'm gonna because people try to act like I'm the degen person. And I'm like, oh, just Mr. Risk. No, I'm not. Like I have a balance. I have a balanced mind when it comes to this. So if you have a 5K portfolio, to be honest, you should stop being stupid. You should be grateful. I'm not saying you. I'm sorry. This is how I talk. I'm not talking about you, but you should stop being crazy and talking about, oh, I hope I make 800,000. Like, chill, chill. You should be shooting for about, and I know the numbers I said, but I'm trying to get your mind right. You should be shooting for between, at the low end, you should be shooting for making 60K to 220, 250, maybe something like that. But yeah, your starting range should be about 60 to 8K, right? You should not be talking about, I'm gonna make $800,000. You just, you're not thinking correctly. Something you gotta tweak your brain. So, but anyway, I say all that to say, is if you got a 5K portfolio, I would still say the same, 10 to 15, 10 to 15, maybe throw 510 different plays. So 10 to 15 plays, but uh, most people are like, that doesn't mean you should throw $1,000 in 5 plays. You can do what you want to do, but that's not what I would do. Once again, there's a whole bunch of us on YouTube, right? Everybody's giving you different advice. You don't know whose advice to take, right? So I'm just saying that's not something I would do. I would take, if I had a $5,000 portfolio, put $500 into 10 different plays, or $400 into a couple of plays or something like that. Maybe you are gonna have your favorites. Maybe you're gonna have your lotto picks and stuff like that. So you can do that accordingly, right? But I would say whatever the number is, I'm just throwing. I haven't done the math in my head. Excuse me. So let's say you take $400 and put it into 10 great plays that you think are great utility plays that have a lot of upside, right? And then you take whatever left and sprinkle it into some lotto picks. Once again, you should not be, if you have a 5K portfolio, no, a lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but if you have a 5K portfolio, you should not be dumping $500 into Bitcoin. You should not be doing that. That is not the way to do that. But the meme coins, they the biggest running narrative, and you even said you like this meme coin, so that's your portfolio. Nah, you can't be just throwing 10% of your portfolio into one meme coin. You can do whatever the crap you want to do. This is just how I see it. Do what you want to do. As people say, not financial advice. But anyway, so yeah, I would so I guess I would do something. I haven't did math in my head, even though I should do this math pretty quick. So that's 40,000. So that's $4,000. If you put $400 into two different things, you got $1,000 to play with. Maybe you got like this. Maybe you do got like this super degen joint, right? And you're just like, I really like this meme, whatever. I think it's gonna run. Maybe you throw $100 in that one. Now then you have $900 to play with. Be disciplined and sprinkle that $900 in $50 increments across a couple of DJ and lotto picks. And maybe you don't put it all at one time. Just keep that $9 on the side and like, okay, when I find the patience and like when I find a really good lotto pick, I think a meme coin is really gonna run, and I throw $50 in that one. And don't get greedy talking about. And I see a lot of y'all saying, should I DCA? Some of this stuff is not DCA. Like some of the stuff is so DJ. You don't DCA. You just throw a little bit of money in there and you just wait to see what happens. And like, don't get too greedy and talking about I DCA every week into this meme coin. Like, until it gets to a certain level, and that's the part that's hard for y'all. To wait till it gets to a certain level to where it's steady enough for you to DCA. You like, no, I'm DCA now while it's in the gutter. Like when it's at 300,000 market cap. Like, don't do that, please. Like, that's yeah, just chill. Um, but yeah, so like I say, $5,000 portfolio, $400 into 10 good plays that you think are great utility plays. Maybe you got that one super meme coin that you really believe in, throw $100 in there, and then hold that 900 on the side. And in $50 increments, you're going to put those $50 into the next lotto pick you find, whether it's a meme coin or whatever, and play it like that because you should not be, yeah, meme coins are going to run this whole cycle, right? And there's going to be some meme coins that you're going to put a lot of money into. And I said anywhere between, and I saw people still. I was the first to say it. Y'all should know this, but anywhere 10 to 20% of your portfolio, you could maybe have a meme coins or whatever you got to play with. Maybe. What I'm saying. So yeah, but you shouldn't be putting the same amount of money that you're putting in utility plays into meme coins. Um, trying to make sure that my statements are um, clear enough and not to yeah, I think I said that clear. I think I said that clear enough. Um, yeah, so that's what we have. Let's see. Now back to the comments, questions, and concerns. To Ooh, I'm sorry if I say your name incorrectly. Uh, Tanasia. Tanasia. Uh, said, what do you think of Nakamoto games? Nakamoto games. For one, if you was in the know, let me just make this sure. Nakamoto games was already around last cycle. It was one of the most thrown around names because Nakamoto. Right? So most people, when you in the bear market, when you're in the bear market, you looking for stuff that's gonna run right because it's already got a community following or whatever like that. So I'm sorry, my ticket is I got knocked on at 5 cents, ran it up to a dollar and something, and I got out. Uh, I know people saying it's gonna be one. They do. They got a bullish community. People's like, oh, it's gonna be one of the top runners or whatever. They've been having some integration with time or whatever. Um, let me go see where is it. Let me go look. I'm trying to give a. I mean, like I said, most of us in the know have already made a bag off this, so I want to see where I sold that. If I'm not mistaken, what is Nakamoto? What did I say? I think I sold Nakamoto like maybe $1.90. It did go past that, but I think I sold around $1.90. Mm. Mm. Hold on, give me. I'm trying to answer the question with the most information. Hmm. I think it still can perform well. Uh, but I mean, after you've seen it, after making it, I think it's weird for me getting back because like I tell the story on my channel sometimes how I had a friend that got in Doge and ran Doge up from like the almost the bottom and then sold it and got back in. It just something for me does it. It just you understand what I'm saying? It don't feel right. Like if you sold something to jump back in, uh, I kind of but for somebody who's just getting into the market, um, this is so hard for me to answer because I can only see from my standpoint. I'll put it this way. I think it still could perform well from here. Uh, let's say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't know. Maybe it still can do between the 30 and 40x from here. I don't know. I just can't get back in. If that makes sense. After I sell out of something, I can't get back in. It's a little weird for me. Um, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's my take on it. It's kind of touchy to talk about, but um, that's my take on it. I'm not trying to say it like it's a last cycle play, but really, you saw it fall. If you was here last cycle, you see it fall in the bear market. You like, I'm gonna catch this. It wasn't really running the game and stuff out at the time, so I'm but I think I gave you enough information. Crypto say you heard of? Yeah, I heard of that joint. I was trying to see. I was looking at it to see where it was going to go. I saw a couple of you talking about. I mean, it could be. Let me see where they at though. Mm-mm. And this, it was something off about their ticker. Like it was like I think you got to search. I think I can only find it on CoinGecko. Let me see where they at. See, it's coming up again because it's not an easy find. It was something about it that's making it difficult to find. It was getting on my nerves, and I'm having the same trouble right now. I haven't looked at this in like 2 months though. What is what is the ticket to this thing? See, yeah, it's so hard to find. What is the ticker? They made this so hard to find. Well, unless you give me a ticker, I don't know if I'm gonna catch up with that, but I definitely heard about it. This is in line with ENS and all that kind of stuff. But I gotta go see what the market's at. Um, what else we got here? Definitely all my stories. I remember I went on that rant for a minute, but yeah, I mean, listen, anything can happen to any project. That's include like we had one that's on the struggle bus. Like, I mean, that shows you like you don't know what happened with this stuff. So you gotta have some diversity. You don't want to over diversify, but you gotta have some diversity. I'm waiting to see if you bring up the ticket because I remember last when I was looking 2 months ago, I was annoyed as crap trying to find it. But in the meantime, if y'all new to the channel, you can join the Patreon. It's at patreon.com/crypto. So get into some of these picks before the YouTubers act like they just found them and like they just heard about them. Um, you can join Patreon and get in some of this stuff early. And like I said, we still have some. I did a lot of my high rate. We no, we still got some lower stuff. I did a lot of my lower stuff early, like some honest stuff. We still got some lower stuff. So yeah, we got lower stuff, hit risk, and of course we got the DJ in place. So uh, yeah, yeah, that Ethan isn't it Ethan Mail or something like that. It's something different about it that made it difficult to find. Ro, you must have checked out Ro. You went to sleep. I think he went to sleep. Well, I'll get on out of here. I thought the stream was gonna be like 32 minutes, but yeah, it is patreon.com/cryptozo. Let's go check and see what Jerome is going to be saying at these meetings to later today, and see y'all next time.